All right, we need to get money today because we are kind of broke. How do we check how much money we got? Oh, we can't. But yeah, I was looking. I was on YouTube Shorts today, and I don't know. You guys probably do know who this is. Is that that Jordan guy who does those sort of life hacks and stuff like that? I don't know if you would know. I think that's his name. Anyway, so he made a video that I saw today, which was about how people in their 20's are starting to look older than people in their 30's. And he made a really good point, which I'm going to kind of discuss in this video, which is about how like people in their 30's, they'd had less to worry about than younger people and whatever. I personally don't completely agree with it, but I get it. So let's talk about it. What's going on, everyone? Hope you're doing well. And yeah, I mean, I guess if you're younger, you're probably going to feel more pressure, self-inflicted pressure than I guess previous generations to some degree, because, and it's not a good thing, it really isn't. And whilst like sort of like living overall is starting to become more easier with obviously the increase in technology, you've got like possibly more opportunities, maybe not in jobs but in other aspects. You've got quite a lot of like ways that humanity is kind of advancing. But again, like I said, this isn't going to be completely a good thing, because we've kind of like passed on from like previous generations just dealing with their, I guess you could call it local area. Like they only knew as far as their town went or their city went. And now we're facing with sort of global kind of communities. Like the community has now gone worldwide. And so before you'd be wasting your time with like messing around with, your local friends and things like that, having fun, and also comparing yourself to those kind of people, like whoever is the biggest in the local village, town, city, whatever it is. Now it's like, okay, social media, and now we have the best of the best who are like the most popular on these platforms, and these are like 1 to probably 15% of people, and I'm talking about the highest caliber of people that you're comparing yourself to now, which is crazy. Because yeah, for sure you can achieve sort of that level of, I don't know, maybe it could be money or power, fame, whatever it is, right? I don't know. But like the standards have obviously kind of gone up in regards to that. And what kind of seemed to be very normal and a luxury before is now kind of seen as fairly normal, because we're kind of exposed to it constantly over the phone. For example, we're playing a racing game. One of the best racing games, by the way. If you haven't played it, I highly suggest you do, because the music, the gameplay, everything, and it's just the prologue. I mean, I'm literally running the same track over and over, and I still haven't got enough of it. Like, it's really that good. But if you see a supercar, for example, online, you're gonna think, oh, okay, it's whatever. Because even if you type in like a keyword of car, you're gonna see all these like Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and whatnot. However, back in the days, if you got to see one of these kind of cars, I say back in the days like I'm an old person. I'm not old. At least I don't think I am. But like if you saw that in real life, you'd be like, wow, this is very, very rare to see. This is special. And I feel like slowly that's kind of losing its value because of sort of global community that we're sort of starting to build through these, I guess, different channels. Standards have been raised. And because the standards have been raised, the sort of pressures to achieve these and also acquire these kind of material, shiny objects comes along with this. Not to say it's completely a problem, but again, when you have too much attachment, that's when a lot of suffering starts to come. And so that might obviously reflect in you through like aging and things like that. Especially that coupled with like an economy that's not exactly doing too well. Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of like stressed out youth, because they have such high expectations, but there's not as much that they can sort of do. I mean, they can do, but like obviously not everyone is going to do it, right? And look at that, we're starting to pay off our debt again. Nice.
Lord.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know if this is a complete result of consumerism, but it probably will only get bigger and bigger. And that could even be a possibility to why sort of mental health issues and things like that are also on the rise, because like for example, right, if you saw maybe in like a sort of maybe a non-Western country or just a country that's not like city-like, right? They're only going to be compared to like your cousin or whatever. Nowadays, the standards are going to be raised way higher. And so I guess the internet just has a lot of people in the chokehold, man. Like what is normal now isn't normal. But I mean, again, you can either see it like that, but you can also see it in a way where it's a blessing to be able to see these kind of things and also have that extra pressure to perform, because you can potentially get better results out of that. You can also sort of bring more positive impact to the planet because now you've got more resources to do so. Sometimes seeing that kind of stuff can be very motivating, very liberating in a sense, because it's like, wow, yeah, I can achieve this if I put my mind down to it. I just think that the execution could be obviously slightly better on the whole with that. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, because it's a very, very tricky thing, man. It's a very, I guess you could call it a double-edged sword in a sense. And I definitely still think that, like, obviously people in their 30s, they're going to have their own struggles and things like that. Maybe they weren't obviously part of the iPad generation or Gen Z, or I don't know. There's loads of terms these days. I don't know. But yeah, maybe in the video, in the context he was talking about obviously economically, because like education is so expensive now compared to the wages, and I'm not here to talk about economics actually, but you know, I guess you could say in some regards the situation is harder for youth. But again, we're all human on this planet, we're all at different ages, all experiencing different things, man, so just do you. And on that note, stay blessed, have a great day. Remember, always be grateful for what you have. Even to the ability to be able to make this video, for me to make this video, I'm very grateful for. And obviously for you guys to be able to view it on a device, it's a blessing to have, man. We've never had this in human history, so yeah, there's always something to look forward to every day. So if you're struggling, keep your head high, keep working hard, keep your willpower up, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one, man.